Hi folks, doing Hero of None here for your Mundus Minutes on 4/12/2019. So tonight we're going to be going over news, luxury merchant, and golden merchant stuff. First up on the news, a patch was applied Monday. It gives minor fixes to some dungeon and gamepad mode issues. You can take a look down below for the link to that, or just go on the forums and take a look at the 4.3.10 patch notes. ESO Live occurred today and included a presentation of key art creation and also some news on the Elsewhere patch coming to the PTS next Monday. So the PTS patch is going to be on April 15th, Monday. They're going to take the servers down, and then hopefully sometime in the afternoon they're going to be putting up the patch. Now this is going to have an NDA on it. You're going to be able to stream the first quest of Elsewhere, side quests, necromancers, and most of the general areas, but they asked that no one stream any of the not the main quest stuff here or put up YouTube videos on it. In addition to that, they also showed off the new ESO logs, which is going to be coming up. This is a third-party site that's going to be hosting up logs that they're now enabling to be exported through their interface. You can watch the entire presentation on ESO Live on what it does, but it's kind of cool. Basically, it takes information as you run through a dungeon, shows how much damage you ran, who took damage, who was doing healing, and various boss and trash mobs, as well as your positions when you did it. And as it goes through, it actually shows you where you are on the map and how you went through it. You can sign up for accounts now and also register your guild now. That is www.esologs.com. I'll put the link down below in the video here. Now, also, ESO's anniversary event is continuing on. This week, it's Lyris Titanborn's outfit styles. You're going to get gift boxes by killing Delve bosses and world bosses up till April 18th. You can read more about that on the Elder Scrolls Online page. I'll also include the link down below in the video. So next, let's take a look at the luxury merchant tonight. Remember last week it was a bunch of Adra stuff? Well, guess what? They're continuing on with it. So you have the pedestal shrine again, and then you have Eleanor shrine to Yifre, Basin of the Divines, Sigil stand another again, Sigil Kenneth or Kareneth, Sigil to Mara, Sigil to Stendar, and Sigil to Zenithar. All kind of interesting, but all very overpriced, in my opinion. I don't know what they're using this. Maybe they're building another church with all these funds here, but very expensive for some of these here. Though the basin is at least a good size, as well as the Eleanor shrine here. Next, take a look at some of the golden merchant stuff tonight. So for 150k, you can get the Dreamer's Necklace, health, and magicka, and when you take damage while you are under 35%, you knock all enemies over with 4 meters for 2 seconds and heal yourself for 7,000 health. This can occur every 20 seconds. Interesting set. It's usually in light, but most people wouldn't go with this anyways. You have 2 things of health here anyway, and it makes making it much more tanky type of set. In addition to that, the health regenerated on this is well below like your execution range. Like, yeah, it's just before 25%, but you're probably going to be executed at this point by like a radiant destruction beam or something else like that. And that 7,000 health is not going to bring you back up into like non-execute range by the time it goes off. It does have a low cooldown, but if you're already at this point here, you're probably dead. Knocking back enemies is okay, but remember, you don't want to have something that just gives a CC to enemies when you don't actually want them to have CC. I'd probably pass on this one. War Maiden's Necklace. Oh, and sorry. This one here, Dreamer's Necklace, I believe it comes out of Green Shade. Not 100% sure, but I'm pretty sure it's Green Shade. Now, War Maiden's Necklace, spell critical, max magicka, spell damage, and adds 400 spell damage to your maximum or to your magic damage abilities. This set is actually kind of useful. It comes out of Morrowind. I was gonna say Vivek for a minute there, but it comes out of the Morrowind expansion. I would actually probably recommend getting this if you really like the set, but you can get the purple set pretty cheap already just by going to the zone and doing the quests in there, the dailies. And most vendor merchants already sell this for pretty cheap as well. So maybe just go for the purple version instead of going for the full out gold version. Next, for 250k, Ralicage necklace. This is a heavy armor set, so it's out of healthy here, but max health, spell damage, 100 spell damage, and gain major sorcery at all times, increase your spell damage by 20%. This is an okay set, but honestly, you have so many sources for major sorcery, I can't really think of where this might be used. Sorks and DKs especially, you have abilities right inside your line that give you major sorcery. In addition to that, you also have spell power pots that could give you this major sorcery as well. So I'm not sure. Maybe, I want to say maybe a Warden or maybe even a Nightblade could use this, but again, there's like so many sources of major sorcery, and I believe even the Mage's Guild line, I think, has a source of major sorcery here, making this kind of obsolete. I probably would pass this up, especially for 250k. If you want to get this, I believe this drops out of is a Coal Harbor dungeon. Don't tell me. Vaults of Madness, yes. I'm pretty sure it's Vaults of Madness. Sorry, the wrong one there. Yeah, I'm pretty sure Vaults of Madness heavy armor set drops this as well. Maybe farm this out of there. Oh, wrong one, sorry. Maybe farm this out of there instead. And yeah, you can probably get the purple jewelry if you really wanted to. Next for 250k is a set that I love. And this comes out of Blackheart Haven. Bone Pirate necklace. Stamina, stamina recovery, stamina, and when you have a drink buff active, your stamina is increased by 2,000 and your stamina recovery is increased by 150. If you're going to be playing a stamina class, I have to recommend this set. Go to Blackheart Haven and get this set. I mean, Spriggan, 7th Legion, Bone Pirate, Impenetrable, Bloodspawn, Troll King, all these sets are almost meta for most PvP builds. This set is probably what most people use in non-CP campaigns just to keep the resources up. Even in CP campaigns, I see people will run this with maybe Hulking Draugr just to have a whole lot of stamina and be able to recover pretty quickly too. For 250k, it is kind of a price. If you wanted to get the cheaper version, run Blackheart Haven a few times. But if you're serious about your stamina class and you really want to get them geared out, get these necklaces. People are probably going to be using them on you. Next, for 100k, I kind of teased it before, Malbeth Scourger's Visage. Health, first bonus is a health, and then for 2 pieces, when you take damage, you have 16% chance to create a beam that steals 6,768 health over 4 seconds from the attacker. When the beam holds, you gain major vitality, increasing the health healing received by 30%. The beam breaks when the enemy moves further than 8 meters. This effect can occur once every 6 seconds. They seriously nerfed this from what it was, and despite it giving major vitality, it's okay, but it's not great. I wouldn't really recommend it, to be honest. You have other sets there, Troll King, the one comes out of Bloodroot Forge there, Earthcore, just work a whole lot better. This is a very selfish set as well. You're going to be able to heal yourself, but not necessarily heal others with the major vitality. And that beam can go off pretty quickly too. Used to be meta, but not really much anymore. Oh, and that drops out of Wayrest Sewers 2. So if you want to run it, it's pretty easy to get on your own. Next up is Grothar's Visage. Max Magicka, and when you deal damage, you have 10% chance to create a lava pool that swirls around you, dealing 2,242 flame damage to all enemies within 8 meters of you every 1 second for 5 seconds. An effect can occur once every 10 seconds. I'd actually recommend getting this if you don't have it already. I believe this comes out of Vaults of Madness as well. And this is pretty good for DKs, I'd say. If you're not going to be using something like Valkan Scoria, Growthar is a pretty good option. And inside PvP or PvE, it works out pretty good for good AoE damage as well. Anyways, folks, that's the Mundus Minutes for 4/12/2019. I'll see you all in Tamriel.